Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the Ride or Die tag, which was created by Jaclyn Hill. Basically, you pick products from each makeup category and pick your Ride or Die favorite. For me, for most categories, I picked two. One is Drugstore and one is Highend. So let's just jump in. So starting off with primer, my Highend one is the Benefit Porefessional. Please focus today. The Benefit Porefessional. Even though I love this product, I've never actually bought the full size. I like it because it doesn't feel like silicone-y, which I don't like, and it really does fill in my pores. And for my Drugstore one, it is this Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer. And I like this because it keeps my oiliness in control throughout the day. So what I should really be doing is using them both, but I just use, obviously, one at a time. Alright, now for my Drugstore foundation. I brought the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation. I've actually been liking this a lot lately. I never liked it at first when it first came out, but I've heard like the shades have different formulas, so I really like this. It's what I'm wearing today. And it's been keeping me matte throughout the day. I haven't been having to touch up with powders, which is nice. Okay, so my high-end foundation type product. I don't have a high-end favorite foundation, but I do have my Ride or Die CC Cream. I could use this every day of my life, and I will be happy. Like, I don't need any other, like, coverage type product if I have this. This is my third tube, and it's almost empty, and I already have a backup. So yeah. Alright, the face powder I picked, I don't have a high-end one because I haven't really tested out many high-end pressed powders. So this one is the Essence All About Matte Setting Powder. It keeps my oil at a decent amount for at least 6 to 8 hours. I use this mostly when I use a more dewy foundation. I haven't been using it when I use this because it just makes me too matte and it's kind of drying. And then for my loose powders, I brought a Highend and a Drugstore. The Drugstore one, oh, funny bone. The Drugstore one is the RCMA No Color Powder. I transferred it into this e.l.f. container because the RCMA, like regular powder that it comes in, that packaging is just a joke. And then my Highend one is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. If I had to really choose, I would definitely pick the Laura Mercier. I put the RCMA to the test today, and it did give me some creasing under my eyes, and it didn't keep me as matte as, I thought I heard a noise, as matte as the Laura Mercier does. Alright, moving on to blushes. My Drugstore favorite is this e.l.f. blush. It's actually like not even sealed in the pan anymore. This blush in the shade Mellow. Oh no! No, it's still alive. In the shade Mellow Mauve, and that's what it looks like. It's just, I'm trying to break it clearly. It's just this really pretty, like, dusty rose mauve-y shade. Let's pop that back in the pan. Maybe I should super glue it back together. And then my high-end favorite is this Too Faced blush in the shade Baby Love, and I mostly like it because it has bunnies on the packaging. But other than that, it is a really pretty shade. It's like a nice everyday shade, but isn't that packaging friggin' gorgeous? Look at the bunnies. Alright, moving on to highlight. My high-end favorite is my Tore Up Shattered Repressed Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. It is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Let me swatch that for you. That is Champagne Pop. And then my Drugstore is the Wet n Wild highlight in the shade Hollywood Boulevard. So that is Champagne Pop, and that is Hollywood Boulevard. I must say though, for like staying power, the Becca one lasts a lot longer than the Wet n Wild does. Alright, moving on to, I completely skipped concealer, my bad. So my Ride or Die Drugstore Concealer is this empty Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I've gone through at least 3 of these. This is what I keep in my makeup artist kit. I have like 6 of the shades. But yeah, this is super amazing, super full coverage, doesn't crease much. If you haven't tried it, it's like $6. You need it in your life. And then my Highend is actually a new purchase, but I've really been loving it. It's this Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's not like really full coverage, but it just looks really, really nice. And I don't think I need that much coverage under my eyes, so this is perfect. And it is the Born This Way by Too Faced. Moving on to, I should have kept some kind of order, right? But I didn't. Moving on to mascara. My high-end favorite is this Lancome Grandoise mascara, and I especially like the packaging. There's a little black rose in here. And then I also like the wand. So it's like this curved thing, and I don't have to curl my lashes if I use this wand. Like, it curls it for me. And then my drugstore favorite, which is actually brand spanking new, I just got it from Ulta today, so I'm not going to open it, is the Essence I Love Crazy Extreme Volume Mascara. And if I don't know what mascara I'm going to use, I'm going to use this. And the runner-up, which I don't have with me, would be the CoverGirl Supersizer. I've really been loving that. Alright, moving on to eyeshadow palette. I only brought one. I'm not really into drugstore eyeshadows. I haven't really tried enough to have fallen in love with one. But my high-end ride or die would be the Tartlet in Bloom palette. I like the original Tartlet, but once this one came out, I love this one. It's just your basic neutral palette with some mattes and some shimmers, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, and now just lip products. So my favorite 2 liquid lipsticks, drugstore, is this NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. Let me swatch this for you. And then, does someone want to guess my favorite high-end liquid lipstick while I swatch this? That is the shade right there. And then my favorite high-end liquid lipstick is Kat Von D Lolita. I love the formula, and I also love the shade, mostly the shade. It feels like it's getting a little dry, but I have a mini. Oh my god, they're almost the same color. I might have just found a dupe. It's kind of close. They're basically identical. Holy crap. I just found a dupe for freaking Kat Von D's Lolita. This one's a little more red. It's close enough. I'm pretty sure on the lips you wouldn't be able to tell. That's insane. This is $20 and this is like $6.99-ish, which is always buy one get one 50% off at Ulta if you want to snag this up. So my next favorite is the lip gloss by the Balm. It's called Read My Lips, and it's in the shade Grr, like Grr, and it is this pretty mauve shade. I also love how these smell. They smell like candy. And that's that one right up here. You could build it up a bit, but I just like to wear it sheared out. And then the last 2 are just regular lipsticks. I have one high-end and one drugstore. My drugstore one is this Milani lipstick in the shade Rose Femme. I like it so much, I have one in my purse 24/7 and then one at home in case, I don't know, my purse gets stolen and I can't be without this lipstick. So this is in the shade Rose Femme, and it is that pretty color right there. And these smell like watermelon. I love how these smell. I love Milani lipsticks, and these are like $5.99 at Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore. And then the last product for the Ride or Die tag is the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Pepper. I actually got this sent to me from Influencer, and I'm so happy I did because I've fallen in love with the formula. Why do all of my lip colors look the same? That is the Bite Beauty one in the shade Pepper. So, as you could tell, I have a type. They basically all look identical. They probably look identical on my lips, but these lipsticks, the Bite ones, smell like oranges. That completes the Ride or Die tag. I tagged you all to do this video. I would love to see what your Ride or Die makeup favorites are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you in my next one. Bye!